I ain't want to fall as I swept the Lord. Let me step back over here. I ain't want to fall because I know y'all have still been laughing 2 weeks from tonight. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you for coming out for this glorious, glorious occasion. Give yourself a round of applause if you think you're looking good. Give yourself another round of applause. I know you're looking good. I done seen some ugly people in my life. They ain't in here. But you know when you're ugly, when you go to the zoo and you walk past the monkeys and the baby monkey jump up in the mama's monkey lap, scared to death, holding her real tight, and the mama monkey say, we all right. It's gonna be all right, y'all. We in there, they out there. And I'm just trying to tell you, it's all right to look good. When you know you look good, it's easy to look good. But when you don't know and you need to practice, it's all right too. Just give yourself credit if you know you look good. Because people will talk about us for no reason. A couple of reasons. Because they just like to talk about people because they're unhappy with themselves. And I want to talk about a few things because first and foremost, I want us to give ourselves another round of applause if you didn't get caught up in the hype last week with the RNC convention. And I want to say that for a couple of reasons. The reason why there wasn't a whole bunch of killings and arrests and beatdowns, because there wasn't no niggas down there. I ain't talking about black folks, I ain't talking about white folks, I ain't talking about Puerto Ricans, I'm just talking about ignorant people. And smart people, which was us. We stayed at home. Because we already knew, if we go downtown and somebody say one thing, because we already don't like it, that you in here taking over our city, invading our privacy, not making it comfortable for us to get around downtown like we normally do, like go to work and stuff. I was gonna have an attitude. So I didn't go down there either. That's why I ain't in jail. Speaking of jail, I barely made it here on time. I mean, I've been here a little while, but on my way here, I got stopped by the police. That's what I said. Oh man, what I done did now? It's been a long time since I got pulled over. But this particular time, I felt a little good because I know I hadn't did nothing wrong, but I was a little mad because I really wanted to get here because I know this was gonna be a beautiful thing. So the police pulled me over and I pull over and I say, he said, how you doing today, sir? I said, I was doing all right till you pulled me over. What's going to be the problem? He said, I think you were speeding. I said, speeding? So now you want to get smart with me, say, well, just how fast was you going? So I'm mad now because I'm trying to get here. I said, I don't know, about 75, 85. He said, well, what that sign say back there? I said, 90. He said, woo, I'm glad I caught up with you before you got to 271. And he let me come on. But on my way here, I got 2 streets from this place, because I ain't never been here before. I went past 4 parties to get to this one room in the same building. There was a wedding reception upstairs, down the hall, I think they was playing bingo. And they was doing something else, a kiddie party somewhere in another room. I said, if I go to one more room and I don't see Robert Johnson in there, I'm leaving. On my way out the door, I saw Robert Johnson. One other thing though, I want to make a shout out to a couple of people. Terry Macklin, is you still here? I got to give him all praise and glory because he was one of the first brothers that gave me a shot to do any kind of comedy in his club when it was on the Royal Road. So I want to thank you, Terry, wherever you at in there. And since that time, I've had an honor to open up for Tommy Davidson twice. Just about 2 weeks ago when he was here, I've had an honor to be good friends with D.L. Hughley 2 years in a row. I've had an honor to be at the State Theater opening up for some people. Y'all keep me in prayer for this one. I might be opening up for Jill Scott August the 4th, because she owed me one. October the 15th, the flyers on that table over there, the dramatics and the stylistics, I'm going to open up for them. But my favorite thing is that Jimmy Walker and Thelma from Good Times going to be there. I've been trying to kiss Thelma for 40 years. I might get a chance. But it's another couple here. First of all, happy birthday to anybody celebrating their birthdays for the month of July. Give yourself a round of applause, because some people ain't make it. There's a couple in here I want to give a shout out to. I'm going to be brief with this, y'all. Ooh, Lord. I'm nervous, too. I feel like R. Kelly at a Girl Star convention. There's a couple in here, Max and Gloria Scott. On July 27th, this month, we talking about 4 days, they would have been married for 43 years. I know some people can stay together for 43 minutes. But when you see them in the street, they always waving and smiling like they're deep in love. And the next day when you wake up, they both done got arrested. Speaking of arrested, another particular time I got pulled over by the police, but this time I wasn't gonna stop because I was on my way to work and it was payday. Come to find out, I ain't even get paid that day, I got fired. But this time the police tried to pull me over, I didn't want to stop. So I kept going a little bit, then I kept going a little bit more, and I kept going a little bit more, and I ran out of gas. I ain't had no choice then. But he came out huffing and puffing and almost like hollering at me. He said, I know you saw my sirens and my lights flashing and my sirens on. Why didn't you stop? I said, officer, no disrespect to you, but like 3 years ago, I seen somebody just like you ran up with my wife and I thought you was bringing her back. I said, he said, if you didn't want her, what makes you think I wanted her? But I want to say something to everybody in here. If you get into any type of politics, please go with your beliefs. If you don't do nothing else, do me a favor and go vote. Because I'm going to vote. Because when they get to messing with Social Security, disability, health care, child care, then I care. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Because a friend of mine just got through telling me the other day. He was kind of like mad and unhappy, but he said he was going to be all right. And he always talked to me. I said, man, what's wrong, man? He said, man, you know, I got a letter last week from the Social Security office, and they told me to come down and have an exam because I think I might be eligible. I said, well, go down there and check it out, man. You might get you a check. He said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, man. I'm gonna take your advice. So he go down to the Social Security office. He take his wife with him. He said, honey, I want you to sit in the lobby. I guess if he gonna get the Social Security, he ain't want her to know how much he was getting. You know how we can get. He goes in the exam room to get an examination, and they ask him to please take your shirt off so we can examine you. As he proceeded to take his shirt off, they noticed he had a whole lot of gray hair on his chest. And they say, oh, you're fine, sir. You can put your shirt back on now. We'll contact you as soon as the paperwork come back. He was so excited about it, he had forgot all about his wife in the lobby to tell her the truth. So he walked in and said, honey, I think they're gonna give me Social Security. She said, you big dummy. If you'd have put your pants down, you'd have got disability too. Don't nothing down there work. I'm just saying, if you ain't in shape, you might want to get in shape. Because if you work for 20 or 30 years and you get a check, you deserve to get disability, get it. But if you get unemployment, get it. But if you get a pension, really get it. But I'm just saying, things like that happen. Before I close out, I want to just say, thank God for what's been going on in the world, all over the world, and we still able to come out and have a good time despite of other people that's probably mourning right now still about their family members. I want to give myself a hand for that. Because it didn't have to be like that. to keep saying that I'm gonna keep staying smart in life. I'm gonna keep doing what the police tell me what to do, and so on. Speaking of police, y'all ain't gonna believe this. I want to be cool and smart one day and mess with the police. The police riding down the street, I'm riding down the street next to them. I finally got my license and insurance at the same time. That's a good feeling. I happened to look over, I was listening to some Kurt Franklin, though. I don't want to bump no sounds. I had it turned down about mid-range. I look over in this truck and said, ooh, man, that truck looks so nice, man. But I have to look down a little farther and see his weapon. I said, now that looked sharp. That looked real good. It looked like he had hand-carved, handmade, or some type of rhinestones was in it because it was sparkling. I said, man, that is a nice weapon, man. What you do with a gun like that? If that was my gun, I would put it up over my fireplace in a glass case. He said, if you just want to know, boy, I shoot cans. So I've seen the Westerns before when they shoot cans off those little posters and stuff. But it kind of shook me up a little bit because we in the city and we ain't shooting no cans in the country. So I say, well, what kind of cans you shoot? Pepsi-Cola cans, Budweiser cans? He said, no, I shoot Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Caucasians, Jamaicans, and African Americans. I pulled off. I'm just trying to tell you. In closing, you might forget my face. You might forget my name. By the way, it's killer after 6, but you're good to 5:59. You might forget my name, you might forget my face. But one day I'm gonna be on TV, and if you don't support me, you're gonna see me with your TV. That's my time, y'all.